Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood, and you are watching Political Vigilante. Well, they just had an election on Tuesday. Oh no, the Democrats have lost seats. What's happening? This is why I'm so done with the Democratic Party. So since January, they've had control of the House and the Senate and the White House. And I'm like, they'll do nothing in that time. We should have free healthcare now. We should have had forced the vote. We should have had all these things. Student debt forgiveness, all things. Some of those things Joe Biden could have just done with a swipe of a pen as executive order in the middle of a pandemic, in the middle of a crisis. We're still in the middle of a crisis. 1,700 people a day are still dying from COVID. We're over 700,000 deaths. We're still in the middle of a pandemic. Oh, and what happened? Oh, no. Democrats look for lessons in Virginia and New Jersey as blame game inside the party rages. This is what they do. Oh, it's so hilarious. And I told you, I said they're going to have, when they got control of everything, I said they got control of everything. And I said they're going to, this little election, but a year from now in the real big midterms, November 22, they're going to lose even more. They're going to lose seats in the House. And these are like state seats and governorships that they lost, right? But they're going to lose Congress and Senate seats. One of them they're going to lose. And then they'll be able to say it's by design. Oh, those Republicans keep stopping us. So we're all supposed to be like, oh no, the Republicans are bad. Really? So when Texas passed that horrible anti-abortion law, everyone's like, see, this is what you progressives call. That's your fault. It's our fault. It's our fault that Democrats under 4 years during Trump rubber stamped all of Trump's judicial appointments. It was Democrats that did that. When Hillary Clinton, who was her running mate in 2016? Oh, that's right. Tim Kaine, anti-abortion Democrat. Tim Kaine was Hillary Clinton's VP pick in 2016. It's not our fault. And you can't even blame the Republicans. The Republicans are going to do what they're going to do. They're all pro-lifers. They're anti-abortion. So they're going to they're very open on that. Nancy Pelosi has endorsed anti-abortion Democrats. So this is their game. The Democratic Party is a joke. Virginia losses forced Democrats to rethink pitch to voters in 2022. Oh boy. Golly gee willikers, what are we going to do? And just wait now. You're going to start getting the emails. Because if you're like me, I donated to Tulsi and I donated to Bernie Sanders for president in the 2020 primaries. So now the dipshit Democrats have my email. And I'm going to get all these, the Republicans are fear. I'm sure there's people within the Democratic Party that are glad Texas passed that law because now they can use it as a battle cry for fundraising, and the Democratic Party will never take responsibility for this. It was Hillary and the Democrats that allowed Trump to happen. Remember? No, we were told it was Burn Bros and Jill Stein and Putin. So those three groups physically prevented Hillary from campaigning in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. See, I'm going back. We don't need to rehash 2016, but I'm just telling you, we've heard this is the tactic. The Democrats and neoliberals blame true lefties and progressives. They blame us, even though they run this crappy, this is what they do. Democrats fear Virginia is precursor to house drubbing. Yeah. This is by design, folks. Oh, donate. We don't want the radical right to overtake the Democrats could crush the right. They could crush them. Why was Bernie Sanders' policies so popular? It wasn't just about him. It was about his policies were the furthest left of any mainstream candidate that had a legitimate shot at the White House. Medicare for all, $15 an hour. These are things that really, especially now during the pandemic, really matter. Trump mishandled COVID. That's why he lost. And Joe Biden just ran on, I'm not Trump. Joe Biden wins. Everybody dances in the streets. Who are the two Democratic primary candidates that got the most money from billionaires in Wall Street? Oh, that's right. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. Those two got the most corporate money. Oh, weird. They ended up in the White House. It's almost like Wall Street controls who goes to the White House. No, that sounds crazy. Even fake progressive sellout AOC says Democrats lost in Virginia because they ran a super moderated campaign that was boring to progressives. Yeah. These districts in Virginia voted overwhelmingly for Joe Biden, didn't vote for the guy he endorsed. Joe Biden got into power and said, everyone's got free health care, Medicare for all, student debt forgiveness. Boom, boom. Those two things, which he could do with the swipe of a pen, would be like, well, the Democrats got my back now. Moderates, center-right people would go, hey, man, he's just made my pocketbook a little less stressed out. I don't have to pay for health care now. Oh, I don't have a $300 a month student debt bill. Gone. He won't do it. I mean, AOC says this again, she's really good at talking, but why didn't she do force the vote? Why doesn't the Progressive Caucus, of which she is a member of, do what the Tea Party did? The Tea Party didn't argue or threaten Democrats. They didn't care what Democrats thought. Democrats were never going to agree with them. They said to Republicans, you better do what we want or we walk. We're going to form our own party. They were threatening to, a bunch of people were threatening to leave big name politicians and just, we're going to form the Tea Party. And the Republicans are like, oh God, if we're fractured, if our base is fractured, we'll get crushed by it. So they would say, we'll let you in. But progressives, even within the party, won't do that. AOC says this, but she's never going to threaten. She's not going to withhold her vote. That's the only power you have. And like whenever I'm critical on social media of the Democratic Party, it's usually like Gen X liberals that are like, don't criticize, well, the Republicans are so much worse. The only power you have is to threaten people that you've supported. The only leverage you have is say, well, I voted for you last time. I voted for AOC. I've supported her. I personally didn't. I don't live in her district, but I donated to her campaign. I will never vote for the Democrats again because of this crap. And then it's always pitches, oh, there's infighting. It's by design. Caitlin Johnstone says as much. LOL, people still think the Democratic Party cares about winning elections. That's not its job, children. That's why the Democratic Party exists. The Democratic Party exists to kill leftward progress in the world's most powerful nation. That's all it cares about doing. That's exactly what the Democratic Party does. She is 100% correct. The Democratic Party's design, because they get the same corporate money the Republicans get, is to crush progressives. And if progressives ever fucking had a spine, they would walk. They would say, no, wait, do what Paula Jean Swearengin did. Join the People's Party. AOC's never going to do that. Nina Turner's never going to do that. Even though Nina Turner's spoken for the People's Party, they're never going to do that. 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 They're never going to do that, which is why the Democratic Party does what it does. And if you donate to them, because you're going to get all these emails in the next year. Oh, the Republican, Trump's back or whatever. Oh, Mike Pence is going to eat your children or whatever. You better donate. Look how effective Bernie was at sheep herding progressives. We all got behind Bernie in 2016. Most of us all got behind him again in 2020. This time it'll be different. We're all agreed. We're all on the same page. We're all fighting the same fight. We're all there for the revolution. You had millions of people were Bernie supporters. He was in the lead. They screwed him. Bernie buckles and says, oh, he didn't go. The Democratic Party cheated me. I'm walking. He should have done that. He just says, oh, Trump's bad. Trump. There'll be a new Trump in 24. If not Trump himself, there'll be a new boogeyman, and the Republican Party will vomit out. The Democrats will go, look, just beat this guy then, because it's always down. It's never down the road. Remember, you couldn't criticize Biden. Don't criticize Biden. Wait till November. November happens. Don't criticize Biden. Wait till he's sworn in. He gets sworn in. He hasn't even had his first 100 days yet. He's been in office 10 months now. Almost 11 months. When can we criticize him? Now it'll be, don't criticize him because we don't want to lose the midterms. Democrats are going to lose the midterms. And then don't wait till 2024. They'll have some crazy Mattis or some wingnut the Republicans are put forward. It's the same old game. Aren't you tired of it? I am. If you give your vote or your money to the Democratic Party, you're a sucker. You're a sucker. You're a sucker. I don't know what else to tell you. You have to tell the Democratic Party, I'm not voting for you anymore. I'm not donating to you anymore. Don't vote for AOC. Don't donate to her campaign. But we need allies in Congress. If you're not doing the thing you said you were going to do, she said Medicare for all is her top priority. Hasn't fought for it. They show up for, at rallies, they tweet nice, they say things in interviews, but they don't vote. They voted for the single greatest upwards transference of money in the CARES Act and all these other, they vote to give money to Wall Street. It's a joke. The Squad and the Progressive Caucus are a joke. If you keep supporting them, you're a joke too. You don't believe me? Go to opensecrets.org and look at their voting record. What have they done? What have they done? What have they done? What have they done? AOC's been in office for almost 4 years now. What has she done? All right. Shave your knuckles for justice, guys. Boom. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. We are still in our 9th month of demonetization from YouTube. So support what we're doing at patreon.com/Graham Elwood or rockfin.com/Graham Elwood, which is a blockchain cryptocurrency platform. It's free to sign up, and there's a premium level at $10 a month. And for that, you get everybody on the platform's premium content. Myself, Lee Camp, Ron Placone, Jimmy Dore, Whitney Webb, Kim Iverson, Abby Martin, and many, many others. You can also support what we're doing at Venmo at Graham-Elwood and go to GrahamElwood.com. We have a PayPal button and a PO box. I also have crypto wallets, which are all in the show notes. Thanks for supporting what we do.